Hey everybody, it's Adam here with One Man's Perspective, just coming at you. Just want to talk, since right now it's the business end of the season, some of the discussions that are going to be had right now is going to be the awards that are going out for the year. Manager of the season, Premier League Player of the season, Young Player of the season. I want to start off with Manager of the season. I mean, clearly Pep Guardiola is going to be nominated just due to the dominance of Man City in the second half of the campaign. Totally understand that. Phenomenal coach, great manager. Somebody I would probably nominate in my top three for Manager of the Year. But that is tough for me because essentially, the top six, since they consistently finish in the top six, those managers are almost always lauded as best managers of the year. For me, one of the most underrated managers this season, I think in general, has been Rodgers and the job that he's done with Leicester City Football Club. Let's put it this way, Leicester City. Under Brendan Rodgers, besides, I believe, 1 week this season where they slipped into fifth briefly, have been in the top four all season. No other team can say that. So that in and of itself is a massive achievement for a club of their size and financial clout. But at the same time, too, let's just be perfectly honest. They just won the FA Cup and beat a very good Chelsea team in the final. So for me, being in the top four all season, most likely finishing third, depending on how results go with this Chelsea-Leicester game coming up tomorrow. Plus, winning the FA Cup is an incredibly, great achievement for their club, especially after the tragedy of last year when their chairman was killed in the helicopter accident outside of the stadium. Honestly, a lot of tragedy there, but they have bounced back and has come together as a team under a phenomenal manager who's done a great job. I mean, he got a lot of stick when he left Celtic mid-season a year and a half ago, and I get that. That's kind of a, not really a classy kind of thing to do, but, he felt there was a better opportunity. A lot of people thought it was a step down to go from Celtic to Leicester. I actually didn't. I thought it was a step up for him because Leicester to me is a bigger club than Celtic, and you Celtic fans, sorry, if you're going to get a little, hurt on that one, but in terms of the spectrum of world football, I'd have to say Leicester is probably a slightly higher grade of team than Celtic currently are. That said, Brendan Rodgers, in my opinion, should win Manager of the Year just for his achievements, getting Leicester through a tough time, building them into a formidable club who essentially has crashed the top six and will continue to crash the top six, I think, for years to come, especially under his tutelage and guidance. But in reality, I think Brendan Rodgers, Pep Guardiola, and honestly, for me, it's kind of weird to say it, but Thomas Tuchel, who came in mid-season, to Chelsea, those are going to be my picks for managers of the season. And I don't know if they do it in order or whatever, 1, 2, 3, but for me, it'd be Brendan Rodgers, Pep Guardiola, Thomas Tuchel, period, for your managers of the year. We can get into, young players of the year and players of the year in a different video, as we don't want to go on to tangents, but for me, Brendan Rodgers, hands down, just for the job that he's done this season alone, and what he's been doing with their youth, as well as just kind of reinvigorating certain players at that team and making them better players, more complete team players. I think he deserves Manager of the Year. So that's my shout for Manager of the Season, Manager of the Year. For the Premier League, Brendan Rodgers. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if I'm right. I know that those awards come out in the next couple weeks, so we will see what happens. But to me, Brendan Rodgers totally deserves it this year, and credit to him and Leicester City for a phenomenal campaign. Thanks, everybody.